I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop.
Well, we're ready to center drill. I'll go in there with a 3/16 drill and make a pilot hole as far as I can go with it. Should be able to reach all the way through, but the last little bit's going to be kind of slow going. I really don't want this hole to wander off too much.
This style of drilling is called pecking. Rather than plunge straight through the material, the drill is run in and then withdrawn to allow the chips to be cleaned from the flutes of the drill. Without the clearing, the chips will wedge and break the drill.
Running out of stroke on the tailstock, gotta move that up a bit. Inch and 3/4. Two and a half. And that back flute goes into the bore. I'll be about a 1/16 of an inch from the end. But I'm still going to have to keep pecking away because I can only get so much chip load in that drill bit before it starts plugging and seizes up and snaps, and then I've got a broken off drill bit inside of a hole, which is not something I want to do. So I got about another 1/2 inch to go. Now I'm still a little shy of going through. Because I have the back end of this piece resting on the chuck jaw as a dead stop, I don't want to have this drill bit running into my chuck jaw. So I'm going to stop short of doing a breakthrough. The last little bit, once I have the bore through here straight, I can do the last little 1/8 of an inch with a hand drill, and the bore will guide it like a drill bushing. Okay, we put a 3/16 hole down through there. Now we're going to put a 23/64 hole. I just resharpened this drill bit, 118 degree point. So we should be good. doing what we need to do. With that pilot hole, the drill bit just smokes right on through there. But I can't get too frisky because I still have this rather fragile setup. And it's still a pretty deep bore, so the chips are having trouble getting out of the flutes. So I'm better off taking my time. I put way too much effort into this piece of steel to go screwing it up now. Okay, we're at 2.5 inches. That means we're so close to being through. I'm going to take the rest of it through by hand. And when we ran out of 3/16 pilot hole, it looks like we took off the tip of our drill bit. Yep. Ground it right up. It's okay. No harm done. Unplug the lathe and remove the part from the chuck. We're about 1/16 of an inch away from breakthrough. So I'm going to bring the big vise up on the bench, set up a 1/2 inch drill motor, and finish that hole. Let's try a smaller bit. There we go. I'm at 1/64 of an inch. 15 thousandths off center this way. Not going to bother a whole lot. This way we're right dead flat on the money. When I bore this for the axle shaft, it should be just about perfect. Now I need to take the cutoff wheel and cut about 1/8 of an inch off of that. Well, taking the south bend and turning it into a milling machine does work. Kind of a pain in the butt, a lot of fiddling. But now I have some setups ready so that the next time I want to do this, it'll be easier. I still have some grinding to do on this, and I've got to cut off this leg about 1/8 of an inch so that it'll clear the block. That's an easy part. Cut-off wheel, still set up in the garage. All I got to do is knock that corner off. Then I'm going to thin down this part of it because I don't need that much of a leg there, and that'll let me have a little more room for adjustment. It doesn't move a whole lot. If I get a 32nd, maybe even a 1/16 of an inch out of that, that's going to be an awful lot. So I'm just going to round these edges off, make sure I've got that all ground down so that it's nice and handy, and cut this off, thin this down with a grinder. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. All I have to be able to do is just take some metal off of that so I'm okay. This part stays flat because that's where the shaft is going to go through for the bearings. If you have any suggestions for a new video, questions about today's video, or any of the other videos on the channel, just drop a note in the comments. You know I read them all. Thanks for watching.